Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your magical moon message. This is the Peace Dealer, and welcome to the new moon in Virgo, which is fundamentally stepping you into a brand new cycle that is inevitably here to change your life forever. This is the supernatural, real game changer that you have been putting work in for the past 6 months, okay? So when we talk about Virgo, we talk about work. We talk about the matrix reality, right? If anything, you are for sure entering the matrix, but instead we're gonna call it enter the magic. Magic, for the most part, is the essence of life that exists everywhere, throughout everything, all at once. So anything and everything you can think of is magic. The separation of magic and science is done by people who talk a lot but know nothing, because science is magic. Okay, you have a science of magic, and then you have science, which is magic. Okay, the ability to discern and calculate and analyze empirical experiments in order to prove things logically is a form of magic. The ability to use your imagination to forego logical research methods is a form of magic. It's all magic. Okay, you want to be very mindful of people who give into this illusion of separation because they don't know shit. Okay, like that's the quickest way to figure out who knows what, who talks to you as if we're all separated, and who talks to you as if we're one. Okay, regardless, this nature of magic has different expressions, and Virgo is our outlet through our behavior and ability to integrate all the facets of our individuality through social channels realistically with other people, that enables our perception of these magical principles and phenomena, yes, you guessed it, to be real. Virgo is the realest zodiac sign. Taurus is the most grounded, and Cap is the motherfucking greatest, baby. And so, with that being said, this new moon is a brand new cycle. And so we are activating new what? We're activating a new behavior. We are activating a new perspective. We are activating new magic. The reason why I call this enter the magic is because relative to the update in the cyclical dance with the new moon in Gemini that brought in a new cycle of a new idea, a new magical ability, a new understanding of updating recent or developed skills into a new skill. Now we're at the second stage of this magical evolution where in Virgo season, we're taking this new attitude, we're taking this new idea, we're taking this new way to think, and now we're integrating it into a new behavior. We're now taking the updated, evolved, and new abilities you've activated since June, and you're integrating it into a new technique. This is what's going to now take the individualization of your essence, updated like a firmware update on your phone every year, and further integrate, release layers off the onion, and step you more into the authentic nature of you, but this time with supernatural abilities and magic unlocked more so than ever before. The square to Mars in Gemini at 4 degrees that highlights this new moon. Word to Christopher Witecki. And all power to you, brother. I hope you're okay. We haven't heard from you in a minute. But that 4 degree square based on that step astrology is a breakdown, breakthrough degree. This 4 degree square that we're kicking this new moon off with, which is important because when we kick off a cycle with a square or a trine or a conjunction, the nature of that cycle is heavily influenced by the language that these planets are expressing. And so this square, this 90-degree angle of Mars and Gemini, that infinity that enables you to really change the way you think about your power, Mars and Gemini, this is inducing through an outside influence of your own perspective to what's actually unfolding and activating a brand new change of your behavior. Okay? The new moon in Virgo, once again, is getting you ready to not only change your behavior, but it's going to fundamentally begin the process as we activate a brand new change of how you behave and live your lifestyle relative to the integration of perceiving supernatural phenomena and causality between your intent and what happens for the first time ever in your reality. It's why I say enter the magic. Everything that you ever thought you knew about magic crafting and magical experiences, you're gonna have to throw out the window, because similar to a Neo who entered the Matrix and got chased by agents that led to choosing the pills between Morpheus and Neo, you are entering the magic, a realization of the wider plot of interconnectivity that has enabled you to tap more into a deeper seventh sense of your magical abilities and the essence of who you are beyond just the physical, while integrating that whole experience into the physical. Okay? This is you recognizing that people aren't really who you were taught they were. They have spirits and souls too. Those spirits and souls serve beings that might be contrary to you. And these people might have been spies just to get insight from you. And they may not even been conscious of that too, or they have. All these things you'll start to be more and more revealed because Virgo season provides details. And so this is a new cycle of unveiling the detailed analytical understanding of how. Okay, Gemini answers the question what, Virgo answers the question how. Are we going to actually put all this together, make real practical sense of all of this, and bring into fruition magical potential in this reality? Mercury, that of course is trining Mars in Gemini and Libra, is enabling you how to communicate this towards other people socially to bring a voice into these individual thoughts. So you're going to begin to see in this miraculous cycle you bringing forth into reality magical qualities and abilities into reality, and it's going to change the way you do everything in your life. This is one of the most important game-changing transits because it is completing 6 months of work that went into identifying with this new updated change. When we had Jupiter and Neptune and Sun and Moon in Pisces, which evolved your beliefs around what you think is possible to do, versus now that we're completing it in a Virgo and you're doing it. You're actually bringing it into reality. You're actually now able to see Instagram versus reality. You know what I'm saying? Like the myths and the fantasies you imagined it versus how it really can play out. And this is your amazing opportunity during this cycle to make dreams very real. Don't let your dreams just be dreams. By the time we step to the full moon in Pisces, past that quarter square in Sag, you're now deciding with Morpheus, are you gonna take the green pill or the blue pill? The blue pill or the red pill? And word to Dolo, the red and the blue pill just might be some Adderall. Can't be so sick and don't need a Tylenol. Yo, shout out to Flight Boss, Mazeroth. Baby girl, you know that this is the Mazeroth? Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be super magical. I don't really know what else to say. Every single day this transit is gonna be filled with twists that will now reveal to you the true nature of what's been happening, just like Neo, who thought that his world was his world until he realized it was all a lie. Okay, so congratulations. This is the transit you've been waiting for. This is the transit period of why I've been yelling at the top of my lungs, superpowers, superpowers, you have superpowers. And you haven't really been seeing anyone else on the internet talk candidly like this outside of some kind of like, you know what I'm saying, abstract, unattainable goal. This isn't far away, guys. The kingdom of heaven is in you right now. You're the revolution. The revolution of the individual, or people like you who are integrating into your reality practical means of supernatural magical abilities and techniques you've been taught for your whole life is bullshit just to suppress you and avoid this inevitable revolution that will not be televised. Okay? It doesn't have to necessarily be this crazy riot. The revolution doesn't have to be a crazy riot where you're just destroying things in this name of pseudo justice. Your decision to stand firm with your own unique beliefs, your own unique expression of self outside of the collective false narratives that are being shoved down your throat is the revolution. You don't have to hit, hurt, burn anything down, or do anything violent. Every single moment you decide to be yourself and live in spirit and truth against the collective's wishes for you to be someone you're not, you are fighting the revolution whether you know it or not. Many people may not even realize they're fighting this good fight just by being themselves and expressing their own unique perspectives in ways that open up insight for other people who didn't know. That's the revolution. And there's a very real sense of this that's going to come around over the next week, coming into the first quarter square in Sagittarius, to give you more visual insight of how to understand this from a higher perspective. All you have to know right now, though, is that your entire life is changing. And it's based off of what you've sowed. That's what you're reaping. Virgo season is the harvest. And so the nature of unconscious habits or habits you've been working on releasing is now opening up way for you to develop newly defined behaviors and habits. So it's a really amazing period to start a new exercise regime, to start a new behavior, to start a new or change up the way you live your life. Even the smallest, littlest changes will really go the farthest way. So you really can't lose here. The only way you can lose is if you don't do anything. And you just kind of, even if you just kind of surrender and let things happen, just be intentful about it. Be very mindful about it. Because with that square to Mars in Gemini, there's an assertive and accelerated depth of evolution with the proximity of Jupiter that's retrograding, that's going to kind of speed up the nature of how you integrate all this magic. Okay? Once again, just imagine that you're getting ready to step into a brand new way to live your life that incorporates newly defined magical techniques and abilities that are supernatural and outside or beyond what you think is normal, that you're going to begin to use to change your whole life. The details about how to do this every single day of this transit will be revealed to you. Moon in Libra and then Moon in Scorpio are going to be the Virgo, Libra, Scorpio activation elements of this. By the time we get into Moon in Scorpio, you finish the activation of this new perspective that'll let you know how to actually integrate this. And then from first quarter square to Sag to the full moon in Pisces, you're going to be integrating how to see what it looks like and how to actually believe this and completely see how your whole life is beginning to change over the next 6 months, where now this real work towards your dream will build your dream back into Pisces. And so you want to see this as victory. You've made it, okay? You're really being put in the position to now see the fruits of the seeds you sown as soon as March and May during the eclipse. And, you know, all power to you. What lifestyle are you ready to step into? I'm ready to step into a lifestyle of, you know, fun and joy that, you know, has that there's no shame, there's no guilt. It's just freedom to be myself and really inspire others to be comfortable being themselves too, amongst other things. You are going to now activate the tools you need to create the life you want to live. And it all starts in here, baby. is the application of love, Leo, which is expressed through Virgo kindness, that's going to enable you to practically, manually, and physically bring together all the facets of yourself and really step into fully expressing this as magically as you are. Godspeed, ladies and gentlemen. And until next time.